Let's bring you this conversation now. Police are hunting for those who murdered 6 people in Qumbu, that's in the Eastern Cape. 4 others were wounded in last night's incident and they're being treated in hospital. Let's try and get more detail now on this, and we are joined by National Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola, who joins us on the line this evening. Commissioner, good evening to you, and thank you for your time. Let's start with Let's begin the conversation with the Qumbu case. That is the latest incident to happen in the Eastern Cape. Do you have any leads at this stage about who may possibly be responsible for this?
Thanks to you, Scully, and your viewers and listeners. Yeah, we do have leads at this stage. After briefing, we definitely do have leads that there were people identified, and we are pursuing them now as we speak. We have got about 6 people that we are looking for. There are 3 are from local, well, the other 2 might not be very close by.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely do have leads in terms of who we are looking for this senseless killing.
What are you told by those who are grieving tonight as to what could have been the motive for this shooting?
The possible motive, even though the real motive probably will come out at court, the problem motive looks like is a localized village disputes. You know, this village have got a little bit of disputes with the other village. That is what we gather. The issues around stock theft, where the one village will accuse another, one municipality will accuse a village from another municipality about that they steal or rob their stocks, and eventually the patrollers were doing what they normally do every day, and they normally notify the local police that as to what work they are doing in the locality in terms of patrolling. And in this case, according to what he says, that they meet at the school, so they're still waiting for other patrollers to come.
Yeah.
And somebody at some point went out to look as to where are the other colleagues that must join them, but he saw figures that he's not used to, and he reported to the others that these people that are coming doesn't look like who we are waiting for.
Yeah.
And eventually that's that they got attacked. But it's localized dispute with inside it there is issues of stock theft.
Yeah. And as we conclude on the Qumbu case, Commissioner, is it safe to assume that all of the 6 people who sadly lost their lives were CPF members, as in Community Policing Forum members?
Not necessarily all of them. Some they are CPF, yes, some are apparently just patrollers that are working for the community.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Lusigisigi matter. You would know that there has been this big controversy now around whether or not there are people effectively in police custody as we speak around that matter. What is the clear statement tonight?
Toli, as the minister explained yesterday, we have people, you can call them people of interest, on the matter of the 18 people. There's been 4 people that were arrested. 3 of them appeared in court today. One appeared at the Flagstaff Magistrates Court, and the 2, I understand, one appeared at Lusigisigi, one appeared at St. John's, where the magistrate even ordered that the next appearance, the 3 must come together at a single court. So that is the latest development. And these people have been arrested for previous cases. Some of them had warrant of arrest for murders and robberies in the past. But of course, as I say, the investigation will indicate to us as we move on as to what is their linkage on the current murder of the 18 people.
Yeah, and that's the question that I think South Africans would be interested in, to say, how confident are you about their links to the 18 murders?
Yeah, at this stage, Koli, one would say, safe to say, they are people of interest on the case of the 18. We, as the police, we know probably how far they are involved, but at this stage, we don't want to get into those nitty-gritties. Hence, it's safe to say, and as it happens that they appeared on other cases and they are not charged on the murder of the 18 people.
Yeah. Commissioner, are you confident of the capacity of the police in the Eastern Cape? How well capacitated are the police in the Eastern Cape? And I'm asking you this question in relation to the murder of 18 people, that massacre, because the villagers are quite dissatisfied with the level of, whether you want to call it professionalism, on the part of the police. What is it that you think can bring back the confidence of the community in the police members' job?
Yes, Koli, we are quite confident in terms of the capability of the police in the Eastern Cape. Just like any other province nationally, one is confident of them. There will always be one or two that will always off-ramp, but in general, the members are doing their work very confidently, and they have got the support, in this case of the 18, they have the support of the national team that consisted of the experts from various angles, forensics, ballistics, and which have, and also some senior detectives. So the team we are quite happy with the composition of the team, and we understand the South Africans that they want a quicker breakthrough, and as we also want a breakthrough quicker.
Yeah.
But we need to do our work very thorough and make sure that we don't take a case that will not stand the day in court.
Yeah.
That's what we want the people to bear with us.
Two quick questions before we wrap this conversation. There would be those, as I said before, who question the police when it comes to these cases. Can you say, without a shadow of doubt in your mind, that no police officer, whether in the Qumbu matter or the Lusigisigi matter, that there isn't a single police officer who could end up being mentioned in court as being an accomplice in these murders?
No, truly, I will refuse to say that which you are saying. Remember, the investigation is at a stage, it's still continuing. We do not know who will come in as we go along. So I can't put my head on the block and say there is not. But even when later there is one or two that are mentioned or implicated, it does not mean that the whole police service is rotten. There are few that might be like that, but the investigation is still ongoing. So let's not predetermine what is going to uncover as it goes along. But I can't say they are involved. I can't say they are not involved at this stage. Let's wait and see. Let the investigation take its course, and we will be guided by it as we go along.
Yeah. As we wrap it up, final question. The reason, and I'm going to borrow from your words, the reason we talk about possible rotten apples within the police. Today, the Western Cape Police Commissioner announcing 7 arrests of public order police officials for the crime of extortion. Again, Commissioner, are you faced with a crisis in the police that the more you tighten the screws, either on corruption or extortion, the more these officers get exposed? What seems to be the problem?
Totally. As I said, yes, you'll always find those. What is good about it is that this discovery was done by us, the police, by South African Police Services, that discovered that these 7 members are involved. We investigated, we found that where they were not supposed to be there, and it is us that arrested them. So, yes, they will be there, and now and then we do find these rotten apples, and we do deal with them. So it shows our determination that indeed we won't tolerate that we carry on working with them while they are committing crime at the same time.
Commissioner, let me thank you very much for your time this evening. The National Police Commissioner, Fannie Masemola, giving us his time. He has just returned from the Eastern Cape, talking to us from Gauteng. And do you hear in his voice, he's trying to sound every bit as confident that his members in blue are doing the best they can, not only to conduct their duties, but to root out corruption. But yeah, there's always that linger at the end, because he can't say definitively that no police officer will be implicated in the Qumbu or Lusugisigi murders. So, yeah, it's a tricky one for the police.